Yeah.
Yeah. So this is scaled as a safe deep drive. So usually I think we will run up to one, maybe 1 to 130 from now, right? So I used to have my own training batch for Scrum, Agile, Kanban, XP, Lean, Safe, resume review and all that. I used to have like 50 hours minimum. I used to teach. I don't know. Don't ask me how I can teach just like that. So 2020 I started. Then it was like a wave, and luckily I trained 400 to 500 people. And actually I have not trained them. I got learning from 405 people, and they paid me also. That's a different story. So yeah. I think our guy Seshadri is still there or left? Still there. Okay.
Sir, I'm still there, sir. How can I leave you and go? You tell me.
Oh man. You saved my day. Okay, thank you. So safe is the combination of agile, lean. Let me, if anybody has a confusion between Scrum and safe, you can stop me. I'll explain you.
No, just one
No
thing
problem.
I may be wrong, but my understanding of the basics of SAFE is it is at a enterprise level for the organization. Is that correct or wrong?
It's correct, but it's on scaling level, right? So if you want to have 56 people in a bus, right, you may have a bus, right? If you
Yes.
have more than that, you need to go for a scaling framework, like maybe train and whatever, train, plane, whatever it is, right? So bus maybe for a limited number of people. Okay, like that. So more than so many people, you need to have a different framework. Ideally, there is a principle called Dunbar's law. Dunbar's law, anybody can explain what it is? What's
No,
Dunbar's law?
no idea.
So Dunbar's law is all about you have more people, you are getting to many issues and concerns and all. I think formula maybe not sure n into n plus 1 by 2 is so many number of connections you make and so many paths it will go through, right? So the scale agile framework starts from they say 50 to 125 people, then they suggest you go for scale agile framework. Okay, when I say scale framework, not only safe, but any scale framework you have to use to, like, if you cross 50 to 125, it's very difficult to manage. Like, if you see the organizations, IDU, right? Let's say you have started with a company, small company, right? 10 people company. You can have one manager. 20 people, you can have two managers, like that. So, and then you have hierarchy, right? IDU head, vertical head, and then department head, all like that. They do this is that. Any CEO says you should not have more than 4 reportees. That's all. That 4 reportees can have so many reportees. Otherwise, it's very difficult. You stay at office only if you don't do that. So, what are the other scaling frameworks? There are multiple scaling framework not related to SAFe. Less is large scale Scrum, which is based on Scrum only. Spotify is there. Spotify, Henrik Nieberg, have you heard, right? Spotify is actually music company. They created their own framework, right? If you get more time, if you are interviewing, you're attending interviews, try to learn more than 2, 3 frameworks. Frameworks means 2, 3 scale agile frameworks. Nexus is easy. Spotify also, there are certain videos from Henrik Nieberg. You can go through and then if you don't find, I can ask me. Scrum of Scrums. Scrum at scale is another brainchild from the Scrum founders. They created Scrum at scale, right? Out of all this, Safe is famous, right? How many medicines, how many headache medicines you can think of? Like, one I can think of, whenever you get a headache, you'll try to go and reach, okay, can you give me anacin, right? So there are many number of medicines, but why anacin only famous? Like, that, what is that, yeah? During Corona, what was that?
Dolo.
Pfizer.
Dolo, right? Dolo is so famous. Pata nahi, for anything and everything on that, Dolo only, right? Nothing works. So I'm not saying safe is pain, but Safe captured the market just like that. The marketing people, they're creating trainers, creating frameworks, right? Still, Safe earns money from many of us, right? So at least if you take in Hyderabad, there may be thousands of SPCs, right? And thousands of leading safe people like that. They created more certification than anybody in the industry. Okay. So safe is one framework which is more prospective and organization agnostic. Okay. Srinivas says, I have this organization. Can you do something? Then safe says, I'm there.
Sorry.
No, if Srinivas says, I have this kind of organization, do I need a framework? Then say, okay, take the safe, right? If Roy says, I have this problem, okay, take safe, right? For everything else, you have whatever the Anasin, like that. So safe is so famous after Scrum. Safe is very much famous on the scaling side, and because they are also using, because everybody knows Scrum. Let's add Scrum piece into the safe, and then they create a safe framework for multiple layers, multiple organizations. But I tell you, you can use safe very safely. Very good framework. Any questions here?
Not exactly, but this is kind of a scenario question. So I had two Scrum teams which were having a release on a Friday,
Okay.
and the third Scrum team which had on a release on Monday.
Okay.
And I was given the position to scale it so that all the three releases go on Friday or on Monday.
Yeah.
So in this situation, is it possible to adopt or use safe or
Yeah.
something else?
Safe is anywhere between 50 to 125, right? So if we cannot manage individual pieces of Scrum teams, if you want to do collectively, right, let's say our program backlog, which is with the same vertical. For example, healthcare vertical. For healthcare vertical, everybody is into same domain. Yes, I can go to safe. If there are 50 people are there, yes, right? So if they're disconnected, let's say I work in a company where I have like 25 teams in my area, right, for you. If 25 people don't have any dependency with each other, maybe very minute thing, you don't need to go with the safe, because safe is a costliest element, right? And also you have to sell your house, kidneys, and a lot of things will happen for implementing safe. So if there is no need, don't go to safe, right? If you cannot manage Scrum teams, there are a lot of dependencies and a lot of things. Just for release sake, don't go to safe, right? They have big backlog, big epics, features, and user stories, multiple vendors, multiple things. Then your safe is sustainable, right? The only reason I go to safe compared to others, because safe I have a lot of people. I can get Rohit, I can get Srinivas, I can within no time. Scrum at scale and Scrum of some Nexus, Spotify. Sorry, you cannot find people, right? In entire Hyderabad, you may get 20 people, 20 Spotify people, right? Scaling a safe, you can get 10,000 people in one LinkedIn post, right? You got me.
And now that we are already talking about the basics, I have one more question.
Mhm.
Maybe this is not related to our topic, but on certification wise. What is the difference between leading safe and a safe Scrum Master? Is there a difference at all?
That we'll get into.
Okay.
So what happens is, so basically it's a multi-actor, like Bahubali, right? In Bahubali, let's say they focus on only one particular character. All characters are very limited thing, right? So safe Scrum Master talks about safe in terms of angle of the Scrum Master level, right? Safe PO talks about safe plus PO. Focus on PO than multi-actors, right? The leading safe talks about full block diagram without any uh, anything focused on one particular activity, right? If you ask me, go for leading safe. Go for leading safe because it talks about entire picture. It will give you entire domain. But believe me, there's a 70% topics are same between safe Scrum Master and leading safe. Because they took detour 25% to Scrum Master roles, right? For PO also you take 25% detour to PO role, right? You got it?
Yeah, so do you mean leading safe is like at the umbrella level, a superset of small subsets like safe Scrum Master?
See, full picture, leading safe covers. Focus on one particular actor called Scrum Master
Got it.
is Scrum
Yeah.
Master, right? And again, that the material difference also may not be too much, right? Maybe they go maybe a few slides into Scrum Master level. Because my focus is more of my Scrum Master is the lead in that particular topic. If it's a PO, then PO is a lead, something like that.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So challenges of multiple teams is any scaling in ego, too many team members to collaborate, manage, work together, lack of common goal, lack of coordination, development in not synchronization, unmapped dependencies creating problems, teams are not working in cadence, multiple sources of requirement. Even in one Scrum team, with a 10 people team also you struggle, right? Your requirements are not coming, people are not managing this one, right? Assuming a bigger movie, bigger budget thing called scale framework, you have many challenges, but it will try to mitigate. I think you said the release calendar, right? For everybody, we have only same release calendar across the organization. Otherwise, what happens is Seshadri's team is actually doing on March 21st, and Rohit's team is doing on March maybe 30th or maybe February 20th or whatever, right? There's no alignment across the organization. When you have this kind of systematic principles and practices, will give you better visibility in the project, right? And better aligned. When Scrum came, before Scrum came, we are actually doing, somebody is doing on one date, somebody is doing on one date. If I ask Rohit, I want this data by so and so, they said, no. I'm actually releasing on March 31st. You wait for that, right? Now here, everybody will be aligned to particular calendar. Any questions? Good.
No, Ravi, please continue. It's good. Yeah.
Yep. So there are various configurations. Actually, I'm talking about 5.0, but not 6.0. But the principle side, practical side, it's almost similar, but they change in blocks here and there. Okay. And then it may be, they may changing the names also, right? It doesn't really matter, but I've never upgraded the slides. So actually here, essential configuration is between 50 to 125. Lot solution is we know how to do, but we don't know how to, maybe we need to have architecture, different architecture, right? For example, I'm doing same thing for Vola, right? I don't need to get into my architectures and all, and my team size is also very less. So I can hire somebody at architect level in the Scrum team only, right? Maybe not too much of work for him, but also because we are team size 10 and we don't have any expectations. So as the organization grows, let's say about 200, right? Large solution. You need to create a solution also. You are tasked to create solution, and then you are tasked to build a solution, right? In that case, the solution will be built at large solution configuration, and it will be the development portion will be given to the essential configuration. Like that, portfolio, you have more than 2,000 people. I'm just giving a numbers, it may not be accurate. Full configuration covers portfolio, large solution, essential. So interview question may be how many configurations you have, right? Essential, large solution, portfolio, full configuration, right? So if you select full portfolio configuration, I'll show you how to get into the website. I'll show you that. So just remember, for everybody, there is a configuration, right? So that's why from pillar to post, safe can do, right? Only thing is, not many people do not many people do above essential configuration. everybody do only essential configuration. In my company also, let's say out of let's say 100 Scrum teams, I may maybe 2, 3 will be doing, and then it's very difficult to implement also. You also need somebody at leadership level to drive you that scaled agile framework side. So I think this is like at Scrum and Kanban level, I'm actually a safe Scrum Master. I just to understand what is the difference between safe and Scrum, right? So for clarity, we just create releases, release 1, release 2, release 3, right? And then each release has sprints, right? Maybe one release may have three sprints, other release may be 4 sprints, but Scrum says align your team. Whatever may be the release cycles, you align it. Ideally, you won't see this in our organization because somebody else in the top will be looking at release. How many releases, how many sprints and all. We'll be working on sprints and we don't even know how many sprints we have in the release, right? Any questions? Good.
Yeah, very good. Ravi.
So assuming like 10 people per team, 10 people from each Scrum team, team composition based on what work you do, what starts with the product backlog. Ideally, Scrum inventors never thought or maybe never worried about product backlog. They assume product backlog comes from somewhere. So because Scrum is simple and very lightweight, they are not discussed about anything else. And people wrote, product backlog, even user stories also people wrote books, right? And the lot of people wrote a lot of books, okay? So, and then as a Scrum Master, I'm just getting into safe, right? What is the one change I'm trying to show you is during, these are sprints are there, here your iterations are there. So release is replaced with program increment. You see that? The why the change? Because Scrum only talks about sprints. The Kanban and XP, they talks about iteration, right? So that's why even Safe also started talking about iteration only. They no longer say a sprint. You see the difference, right? What we did, we replaced release with program increment, replaced that sprint with iteration. And we set constant structure here. And we no longer call them as Scrum teams, we call them as Agile teams. In Agile teams, I can use Scrum, I can use Kanban, I can use XP, I can use Waterfall, I can use support teams, business teams, technical dev teams. So any questions?
No.
No.
Yeah, they're just a game changer. It's very easy to confuse. That's why I just created this PPT. And then I'm creating a double-decker bus, triple-decker bus, right? Of 10 teams, of 10 layers of it. So here, you have program backlog, and then it is given to different team backlogs. Just like apartment complex, multi-storied apartment, it comes to one building, from building to it go to different houses. That is different teams. How they use water, what they do with water is none of our business. Each team has their own roles and responsibilities. Here I can use Scrum, I can use Kanban, I can use any framework. I can also use Waterfall. Right? As long as everybody is delivering at the same time, no matter what you do, safe still works. Right? So here I have 2 layers, then I have multiple layers. So now what happens is I set the release, right? Here I talk about this is a PI, one PI, PI2, PI3, PI4 like that. So stop me if you have any questions.
Is there any limitation for the PA like as you told PA1, PA2, PA3 like that? Do you have any limitations or like it can be unlimited? Ravi?
As long as work is done, as long as funding is there.
Okay.
It's all about team, right? When do you want to close the PI? It all depends. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So yet each PI can have 8 iterations in one PI, or 10 iterations, or 12 iterations. How does it affect? 8 iterations is, let's say, assume you have 2-week sprint. Yeah, 4 sprints you will get. 10 iterations, you get 5 iterations. In 12 weeks, you get 6 iterations. Right. Here, if it is, let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 iterations is a 10-week sprint, 10 weeks PI planning. Right. If it is 6 weeks, it is 12 weeks, then it's 6 iterations. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you see the team backlog and then program backlog, and each team backlog will have product owner, Scrum Master, and Agile teams. So we're just assuming we are only using Scrum because everybody knows, right? If they are using Kanban, you can replace with the roles and responsibilities according to that framework, right? So then at program level, you have RTA, release train engineer, product management, and system architecture engineering, right? Why did they move system architecture engineering to this side is at team level, they don't want to keep any architects, any system architects and system engineers. At program level, they kept. Here, product owner may manage 1 or 2 teams. Scrum Master may manage 1 or 2 teams. RTE is actually for entire art. Art, I'll tell you what it is. Agile release train. Agile release train owner is RTE. Just like Scrum Master at the team level, RTE at the program level. And here, 4 product owners will work with 1 product manager. So if you have 10 teams, how many product owners here? 10 product owners, right? You may have 2 to 3 product managers. Just like a product owner is a content authority for team backlog, the features program backlog is product manager. There may be a number of product managers based on the team size. Yeah. So product manager also supports profit and loss and team management and all. So product management supports manages profit and loss and also team structure, because at product manager level, they would know which team can do what, where do we load the resources, and all that comes into safe product manager level. Any questions so far?
You have any example for depicting the program backlog and a team backlog?
The program backlog is epic and features, right?
That's it, is it?
That's it. And then team backlog will have features. Let's say epic is small, you can put into
Okay.
that one, or your tasks and all, right?
Oh,
So
got it.
basically, you need to go with the Jira and some digital. They're so Jira may not support for this. There's something like Jira Line and all. Certain tools will be there. So
Yeah.
usually interview will ask you what for using.
Mhm.
Maybe you can say your proprietary software in-house, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Hey, how about Azure DevOps, Ravi?
I think so. You can use it, but I've never used it actually. I
Okay.
only familiar with the digital agility and then Zira actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So get that ready, like what you used, how you used, and all, right? And each the team level you have PA objectives. PA objectives is what here a PA, here the PA starts, and then PA1, PA2, PA3, PA4, right? And what is the objective of me doing this PA? Okay. Like Scrum goal, if you don't have Scrum goal, you don't know what you're doing, right? What you're delivered in this sprint, nobody knows, right? That's why I need to have major goal in doing certain activities. That's Scrum goal. At product level, your product goal. At PA level, your PA objectives. Right? Summary of business goals as well as technical scale teams can do upcoming PA increments is PA objectives. We have sprints planning session in Scrum. In SAFe, we have PA planning. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have Agile teams responsible. Agile teams are more or less like Scrum types. Right? Yeah, every development team is available there. Developer, testers, and everybody. Right. Roles are still same, just like Scrum. And the ceremony side, right? You have planning, you have sprint planning, you have daily stand-up, sprint review, sprint review, and other things in Scrum. Whereas in the SAFe, you have PA planning. So again, sprint planning is a 2 weeks, right? You have PA planning for almost every PI, you will have PA planning. Right. Daily stand-up, 10 people are in the team, 10 people will attend if they are not on leave, right? Whereas if you have 10 teams into 10 people, an average 100 people, you cannot house them in a conference room, right? So that may be one reason. Second reason is you don't need everybody in the team, right? Who is the main characters in that particular sprint, particular teams? You can choose 10 people, and let's say team 3, team 4 don't have any requirements from other teams. They don't need to attend. Scrum of Scrums, I have members of team, designated members who can go and get this problem solved. Right? They will be in the Scrum teams, Scrum of Scrums. The frequency is based on how you are doing, what is the organizational capacity, how frequently we need to meet, we have to decide. At least once a PA. So sprint review is actually the actual sprint. System demo is combination of various sprints. Where if you look at this, team 1, team 2, team 3, PA planning, iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3, iteration 4, iteration 5. Iteration 5 is nothing but IP iteration. See, I told you each PA will have between 4, 10, and 12, right? Weeks. Assuming sprint is 2 weeks calendar, right? The last sprint before, or maybe in the PI, is actually IP iteration. Let's say you have 8 weeks PI. In that, four iteration will come, and the last iteration is actually IP iteration. So you already have only 3 development iterations. The last iteration of anything is IP iteration. So you should only count 3. If it is a 5 means you have only 4 development iterations and 1 IP iteration. If it is 6 means 5 development iterations, 6 iteration is IP iteration. Is it clear now?
Could
Yes,
you
sir.
give some example on that, Ravi? I am still not yet convinced.
No. Actually, if you remember anything like 4.2, safe 4.2, they used to call hardening sprint. Hardening sprint is what? They develop everything, but they do everything at one particular sprint duration. They integrate and all. That was the concept in 4.4.0, whatever, right? So in this iteration, what IP iteration is, we are actually doing innovation planning iteration. In innovation planning iteration, what we are trying to, we have to work on PI, the program increment for next sessions. In that we try to work on, okay, this one. The last one is actually IP iteration. We can say this, right? So if we can see that this last one is IP iteration. Here, all these are development QA development iterations, right? IP iteration is one where you have still the 10 days window, and what you do like leftover work, and also inspect adapt. The inspect adapt is nothing but you may do some R&D, you may also do hackathons, and you try to learn, unlearn and learn what went wrong and what you can do better, right? So here, this is the IP iteration where you have to think on how we are doing. We have to build team building. We have to do a lot of other things comes under this area, right? Let's have this, right? So this one, right? So in this IP iteration, see, actually the product backlog refinement and delivery happened here, right? And then in the IP iteration, you start team building. Maybe next PI, earlier you are working on Java centric projects. Next PI, somebody wants to change the scope of the work, do build something else like web development and all. You may change the team also. You actually try to build the team and resolve any issues and all. You create solutions here, right? If they are already not there, do design thinking. You prepare, learn and all, right? So that's what the difference between the development iterations is. You know how to do, what to do and all. You are going to do that. And for next PI, you again need to plan everything. That's where IP iteration comes in. Yeah. So here, IP iteration, this is what this is what actually plan for my last iteration. In the last iteration, I have buffer for leftover work. I have final verification, validation, and documentation of releasing, innovation, PA planning activities, readiness. So imagine you are actually going to work 6 sprints worth the 12 weeks time you are going to spend. Almost how many months? You have 2.5 months. For 2.5 months, you have to plan, right? That's why we are actually halting and trying to see what we need to build in the next PI. This may also have prioritization thing. We verify what went wrong later in the sprints, what we can uncover. Any questions?
No.
No.
Okay. So yeah, team building, let's say here. Here, solution pre-planning is this one. And then solution post-PA planning is this one. Right? Just like sprint planning, when you do it before sprint planning, after sprint planning, things will change, right? Prioritization will change. The architecture may change. That's what happens. Solution pre-PA planning and solution post-PA planning. So here, this is what, see, I just kept it like this. You know, this is a pre, this is a post. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what is happening here? You're actually trying to do. So here, what we are trying to do is we are actually doing, see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So out of IP iteration, you're taking about 8th and 9th day for PA planning. In the entire IP iteration, we are doing everything. Also, we are getting ready for PI. Out of 100 people team, maybe few people work on PI, few people work for PA preparation. Some people want to finish some leftover work. Some people want to do verification and validation. Some people want to do innovation. Some people are doing PA planning readiness. 9th day, you have innovation continues, whatever innovation you are doing. Yeah, PA plan readiness is also continuing, right? 10th day, you are actually still continuing the education. Maybe it is hackathons or whatever. You try to do inspect and adapt. It's just like, are we there yet? Can we start actual PI? And what features we have clarity on it? And what can we work without any impact of ABCD persons? So one thing I forgot to mention is at Agile release train level, for PA planning, they recommend, top 10 features you need to select. In each PI, you need to have top 10. Not that every feature you do, top 10. So which feature pays me faster? Right. I don't want to do R&D. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to spend my energy, right? Which feature helps me better? Out of that 10 features you select. Then maybe weighted started job or whatever the practice mechanism that we can think later. Right. So 8th and 9th day, you have top 10 features, and you have the user story split up also. User story tasks and all. By the time of PA planning, you need to have all the data, right? What Scrum says about sprint planning? How many sprints ahead you have to do, right?
It is
You need-
zero.
Oh, sorry.
No, it is zero. Like the before starting, it will be like the zero sprint, right?
No, not zero sprint. What I'm saying is how many user stories should be available before startup sprint.
Okay.
So usually you need to have 2 to 3 times of your velocity of the team. Right. Let's say my team is actually doing 4 stories with 40 story points. I need to have at least 12 stories with 12 into 40 is what we are looking at. So for sprint planning itself, we are planning 2-3 sprints before, right? For PA planning, we have to start maybe a few months back, right? So for this PA, whatever we are doing now, you are not creating anything. We are already there, but we are trying to refine that, out of all the stories, which is better, which is more of prioritization. All the stories were written, all the features were there, everything is there. Only decide which PA, which feature you have to move. Okay. So again, 8th and 9th days are PA planning days. So in that IP iteration, you have innovation planning. In the innovation planning, last sprints, right? Penultimate sprints before PI, you do 8th and 9th for only PA planning. It's a 2 days event. Who is needed here? Everybody works in this team. Maybe it's Pune, CEO, CXO, customers, everybody. I think we used to have olden days, we used to have release planning, we go to customer site and then they used to call workshops and whatever, right? That workshops got replaced by PA planning. Also big room planning. So any questions?
So at the end of the planning, we have a retro, right?
Yeah, you can actually here, inspector adopt, yeah, retro actually.
But is
Retro,
retro mandatory, sir?
yeah, retro is good, bad, ugly, right? Yeah, actually here at the end of PA planning, you have fist of five. Fist of five is like five, right? If everybody says three, I think it's reasonable. If somebody says one, I identify what was the problem which we missed, right?
Correct.
So ideally, you have to use three, four, five because they are already done for the day. They want to close and leave, right? So, but if I think also need to say you have to be daring enough, right? First of all, okay, I care for the team, I care for the project, right? I had to open up and say three. I'd say one, right? Then they say, why do you think it's one, right? I may say solution architect who was actually doing for .NET is not there, right? And then we cannot do the features, all these features. Maybe the guy who was actually key person, he went out for some picnic, whatever it is, right? Or maybe out of 10 features, nobody understood any feature, right? Then we had to identify which feature people at least understood something better, right? So then accordingly that will be there. So by the end of second day, you don't have at least five features. Sorry, you have not done good job. The entire thing you need to plan early, right? That's what this product management, RTE, and system architect do. They do background thing, they do everything. Team has to cook properly. That's the aim. If they are also sleeping, we are also sleeping. So nothing. Whatever they do is junk. Okay. And imagine I have 100 people and each of them getting 10 lakh salary per year. I lost 1,000 lakhs. Right. You're not done. You're not benefited anything out of doing this safe. That's why you have to be very careful, right, by choosing this and that, right?
So Ravi sir, at which phase does the team understand the features?
They would have understood long back, before even maybe few years down the line. They get a clarity. They may have pre-PA planning, whatever it is, because I don't know if SAFe says that, like pre-sprint planning meeting, where the features and all. Right? At least if team does not know, these people should know program managers, product managers, RTE, and all. That's why
So
PA planning, you should have everybody here, right?
yeah, so like definition of ready and definition of done in Scrum framework, is that also a part of this, or that's totally
Anything. Sprint planning, what happens, you can also implement in PA planning. Right.
okay? No hard and fast rule, right?
No, usually you have to do because at safe level, nobody will expect you to not to know, right? Because you are already a Scrum Master, you have done little bit of background, right?
Correct, correct, correct.
Yeah. So ideally, safe is so exhaustive, man. It's just like, you know, and they have created many books in safe website only, right?
Mm.
Dean Leffingwell wrote at least 2-3 books on RT, right? And there's a book called one thing like How to Stop Train Wreck. There's safe one book. So they are very good books. Actually, before doing this material, I don't know how many books I read, right? And then attended multiple safe sessions from different trainers. So again, if you want to be a trainer, you have to do a lot more hard work than any person, right?
Yeah.
So I think for so many people, maybe they hate or love whatever safe is. It's a beautiful framework that gives you a lot of structure to it. Structured thinking and everything is actually documented. Only thing is you follow, if you do some little hard work, you will find any template, which no framework will give you. Because they get money, they also spend that kind of money.
That's good.
So anything on this slide?
No, Ravi.
If you want 5 minutes break, we can take. 10 minutes also we can take.
I think we can take a quick break and come back.
Yeah, just whenever you are there, just ping me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm also getting that video. I'll post 2 videos.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, art, Agile release train is where continuous exploration, continuous integration, and continuous deployment happening. So if you look at that, actually this is safe 5.0. Right? Safe 5.0 from 6.0 actually completely changed, but not no changes in the architecture level and all, but they renaming and all, right, So different people come and they change everything, right? So that's what. So your PA objectives, I told you, right? Your PA objectives, inspect, adapt, PA planning, right? PA planning. This is the IP iteration. The PA planning, day 9 is shown here, something like that, right? Now you got the picture, right? How are we? You are able to picturize this, right?
Yeah.
Now you got clear. What happens where is actually this one. So actually, I did lot of rearrangement here and there. So that I have some slides. And the only thing is, if you go to safe website, you'll get messed up. It's very difficult to understand this. And even if you attend some training, they confuse you a lot. Unless you know these basics, it's very difficult to understand them because it just goes through just like bullet train, 1,000
No,
kilometers per hour.
these guys who do the training and run the workshop and certification, they just go by the book. So it's only bookish knowledge. They only
Yeah.
they only prepare you for the certification. They don't give you the practical knowledge, which is
Yeah.
required for the job.
So basically, if you want to understand safe, you cannot have 10 years old guy looking into safe, right?
Correct.
Unless you have done program management, did a scaling in the organization, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to understand for normal 8 years experience Scrum Masters. Okay. I'm not saying they should not be doing it, but believe me, I worked in Tech Mahindra with kind of all this kind of thing, jargon and all, but we never had work. But if this was there in that time, minds would have done wonders, right? So safe, I can see big picture, safe, bigger organization. You have IDUs, you have verticals, many verticals. British Telecom has at least 14, 15 pillars, right? And that time we used to call the work package. Work package is given to different teams and all. That waterfall world, what we are doing. But if a safe is there, you would have done wonders. Actually, it's very systematic. You need a template, you get a template in the safe. Any questions here?
No.
Good. This also we touched upon. Right. So we are talking about the final 2 weeks window. What we are doing in the IP address. We should not be knowing. We already know what happens in the development iteration, right? We already know Scrum and all, right? So dev key, testing, demo, and all that's earlier sprints are actually they cater to that. IP iteration is the only one which we need to learn, right? Any questions, Maha, Rohit?
Hello, Ravi. Okay.
Again, I used to be lecture, so I can go for 10 hours, 15 hours, unless people say no. Somebody ring the bell, right? I used to be like that. I was just like I can go on for entire day. Okay, I don't have any problem. So I used to be a lecturer in 89 to 90s, right? Then after that I moved to IT. Then again 2020 I got into that mode, teaching mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I also in the beginning, I'm a kind of a lecturer only, but in a different side actually. I was into faculty for animation, multimedia, and those areas actually.
Good.
Wow.
Only thing is school they don't pay, but if you are a private trainer like me, you get so much money. So in Sheshat, it does lot of PMP thing. He is also full-time trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So
we'll
anything in
contact.
PMP world, you have to reach out. Anything in Scrum and all, it's me. He can also teach Scrum and all, but I cannot teach PMP. That's a different story, right? Yeah. I don't want to get into
He's being
multiple
very
modes. Okay.
considerate. Ravi ji is being very considerate.
No. No, I have to stick to my line. If I don't know, I don't want to enter into it. And it's so much exhausting, man. It's very difficult to cover PMP.
Yeah.
And expectation change also, right? You have to stick to Scrum framework and you cannot extend more than 10 hours. PMP to hota hai, it goes 100 hours, nobody knows what happens. So this one here clear, right? Okay, sorry, I have not even touched it. If you are doing cloud migration from on-prem to cloud, right? Let's say you got a project from Infosys, right? They are asked to do that. So business context at high level, CEO, CXO level, they come and tell you, okay, the project is ABCD, and by doing this, we can actually get ROI, we can deliver, we can earn so much money. That's very high level, 1,000 feet level. They don't talk about anything, what the team size, what way they do, what, nothing like that. So that's like 1 hour session, 1 hour time. You may talk about everything. And what we accomplished last sprint, last PI, what we are going to accomplish next PI. What's our goals? What's our accomplished so far? What's our failures so far? Whatever it is, right? And 9 to 10:30 is what the below CXO level, they're like a solution architect, whoever, they'll tell you what is the product, what is solution. Right? If this is a new sprint, new PI, then we may need to do everything. If it's the old PI, maybe it may run quicker, right? And then your architecture vision, maybe your system, your architect or somebody else come and deliver something for between 10:30 to 11:30. So 1,000 feet level and product solution is 100 feet level, architecture vision is 50 feet level. And between 11:30 to 1, we are actually setting the agenda. Agenda is we have selected five features in this day one. You go and see where you have to map each story. Right. Where you have to map each story is let's say you have 5 iterations, right? So IP iteration is the 5th one. You have 4 iterations. You need to map which story comes where. For example, the unicorns want to do the iteration 1.3 item in iteration 1.1. And then suddenly they realize they also need to get from Iguana and also get from EXL. They have to move it accordingly. The program board and information editor is a key thing. You need to identify the dependencies. I think Jira also have your dependency tracker, right? Jira also for this story, there's a dependency on that, right? Unless that is done, I cannot do this, right? All the things. But at program level, you may talk about, okay, that UI module, which is talking to Informatica, and Informatica is displaying on ABCD, whatever, Power BI, whatever, that flow is here, right? 1.3, I'm actually demonstrating some reporting tool. 1.2, I'm integrating it. And 1.1, I'm developing it. So you need to have entire picture of this. Maybe you need to have somebody else at the program layer who is actually very concerned with, very knowledgeable about everything. Right? So what SAFe says is, if you are not doing PA planning, you are not doing SAFe. That's it. Just say I use safe. You don't do PA planning. Sorry, you are not doing safe at all, right? What they say is, if there's no PA planning, you are wasting your time. Please don't come to safe, right? So anything, Sheshadri? Right?
Sir, I don't have anything to say regarding scaled agile, sir. I'm learning from you.
Great, man. So yeah, dependency rates are dependency, and this one, dolphins and all this is like features, and they don't have dependency anywhere. But this feature has dependency from need systematic help. So this may be team names. They just give team names, but we have many team names, right? You have different team names and your iteration 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5.
Okay.
So I think before you go to any attend safe session, I think it's better to have some understanding of what goes in, because most of people fail. They just go to class, right? Sorry, they have wasted 35,000 or 50,000, right? And they get zero outcome out of it. So in 2017, I attended somebody program in Hyderabad, in Amirpet. So I went there. I read safe and all. For me, it's like so confusing. I used to ask so many questions. So people thought I understood better. No, I have not understood better. I keep asking so many questions. Then this man, you know very much of safe. I'm sorry, I don't know. And when I started teaching in 2020, that's where I learned. Right, I taught around 405 people. Same slides. So any questions here?
No, sir.
So this is what the essential safe. Essential safe talks about team and team of teams. Team of teams is nothing but program. Do you know one thing? The safe 4.0 never had essential safe. They have team layer and program layer. But they finally found out without program layer, you can't have team layer, right? Program layer is the one who actually feeding the data to team backlog, right? That's why they created the team and program backlog together, program layer together, and call them essential safe. Without this, sorry, you cannot even take benefit of safe. See, if you see this, there may be little bit interchanges. This is a kind of 6.0 slide, but ideally, almost everything same, but it just replacement of is happening. Any questions here? Actually, they used to call program backlog. They now call art backlog. Team backlog is still there. These two blocks are here, and then this one I shifted here. They said let be the team backlog should be closer to the value stream.
Now that we touched and spoke about value stream, can you give some examples, sir?
Okay, there are two value streams. I'll tell you, like development value stream and then operational value stream. Operational value stream is like you may know UAT art and all, right? UAT and all, right?
Yeah.
When Airtel starts from their workshop, their factory to the end customer is actually operational value stream. And figure out from here to it will come to some kind of warehouse in Hyderabad, ABCD places. And from there, how do they reach to the store? What kind of documents to fill? That may get into operational value stream. That's what you do in the UAT. UAT are something else, like user acceptance test or all that. If you go to the telecom way of working, right? What we do is a tip of iceberg. in the whole value stream. You only do the development, right? And you don't have bigger part, you know. They have to start from pillar to post, from the stage of shipment from factory to the time it closes. That kind of thing happens in the value stream, operational value stream. Development value stream is you are starting from manufacturing to the delivery, right? Whatever the development side, right? That goes to the like value stream.
End to end.
End to end. Value stream is the start to end of what is your process, right? I got a requirement one, how do you deliver it? And all that. That's a journey, entire journey, right? I think if you go deep into it, you may learn, you know, that Lean UX, I think DevOps also they talk about it. Lot of things are there. So I don't know where they are, like customer centricity, art flow, right? All that. I think you should also do design thinking courses and all, right? It's just like very essential. Being a industry's veterans, I think everybody is almost 15, 20 years experience here, right? And anything here, like, you know, what we do is earlier they used to have, there's a dot here, right? Continuous deployment. They changed it. You know, we don't deliver at the end. We also deliver in between, right? That in between may be release on demand here. Release on demand, release on demand, release on demand, release on demand, right? Now I may deliver this to internal customer, also deliver to the external customer, right? For example, a Chinese guy orders me this software. He don't accept anything other than Chinese language, right? You need to customize it and send it. Somebody Japanese guys, they also need just customization. For Indians, you also need customization, right? All that. So you can have different packages. You have different shipments here. Release on demand. You keep everything ready. You deliver when the customer needs or when customer pays you, right? That kind of thing. It's a McDonald's concept. Everything is at the counter. Somebody comes and picks up. Okay, pay the bill first and then take it, right? We are also getting ready with the data. My development team is already doing every day in, day out. If I have feature for customer X, I ship it, right? I customize and ship it. Any questions here? And all these things are competencies like product delivery, like entire how do you deliver the product delivery is what your DVF, design, verification, feature, something like that. And team and technical agility. Lean agile membership team to make technically you have anything and everything on the coding side and all. Lean agile leadership, agile leadership is what where you talk about everything. Lean agile mindset, core values, safe principles, implementers roadmap, SPC, continuous learning. All these things are very much important. So most of it, nobody covers it. Even if you go to the 2 days course, they will be just doing surface level.
No. 2 days course, like I said earlier, it is just for the certification level. Nobody cares to give you the practical knowledge.
Exactly, Ravit. Yeah.
I did from Knowledge Hut. I mean, I'm not condemning them. I really appreciate it. But see, from morning 9 to 6, you sit there and then they are only giving you theoretical knowledge. That won't help. That won't help.
Yeah, more coffee breaks and all. That's all, right? Nothing else. Coffee breaks.
Coffee break, lunch breaks.
No, and good lunch will be there. No,
Ah.
session is there. Good lunch will be there. In some of the.
Yeah, I attended second and third time. I paid for lunch actually, so I have not paid the entire fee. I did say I don't need certificate. Your certificate. I just need knowledge only.
So one question, Ravi sir.
Yeah.
For implementing this board, right? PI board, increment PI planning. Which tool is most popular? I mean, which is used? Mural?
Yeah, you can use Mural. You can use Excel also, and
So you can use
Mural
Excel also, is it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can have. Everybody has different way of working. Miro, right? Miro or something, right? Miro is there.
Yeah, Miro is a common. Miro is
Yeah, Miro is there. Mural is there, right? Depending on license, because we used to use. I think Jira Align is one tool which actually works. Some Jira may not be too much of usage, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you here, but I see most of them are using Azure DevOps nowadays. Actually,
Yeah,
most of the US based projects, they are using Azure DevOps actually.
Yeah, even
Very,
Canada.
yeah.
yeah. We have customized Rally, right? Rally actually they have now they call it digital agility or whatever that we use in the current organization.
Okay.
They're too good for scaling purpose. It's like too much exhaustive.
Mm.
Which
Jira
is the one?
looks like this is
Rally.
Rallyka, the latest version naming is digital agility. They are too good.
Oh,
Right? Pillar to
okay.
post is a Bahubali of Jira, right? Jira looks like a baby, baby, not even tiny mini and right compared to digital as it's very difficult for digital as is very complicated, but it actually serves the purpose. I use that for and I used to use as a coach for certain duration. Then I got into Scrum Master role. I like just really use day in day out. Uh, I thought I become like Jira secretary than anything else. Yes.
There's something called a Trello also, right? What is that?
Yeah,
Trello is a
Trello.
very lightweight. It's too much of it, just not even for kindergarten kids. Yeah.
Actually, I remember like when I was a Scrum Master few years back, I used to go for Trello for retro because that will be very simple. Just
Uh,
add and yeah. I
drag and
remember
drop, right?
actually.
Yeah. No, everybody
Yeah,
just Jira and Confluence, right? Confluence, they create boards and all.
yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Good.
any questions here?
No, Ravi. I'm
No.
okay.
Yeah, be good.
Yeah, this is like program board, as called as dependency board. It's a physical board, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever we used to have that big program level, I think we used to go like this only, right? They'll give a complete, big screen or something like that. So we have to, with the help of the sticky sheet, we have to write and, stick it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing is you actually ping me
Hello.
on like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can able to hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So ping me, like I'll find out if anybody is in Norway, we'll try to say something else. Okay.
Yeah, please, yeah, definitely. Because as you know, no, it's very difficult for me right now to. I have to get a job very soon, actually. Here, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, RT and all is just like RT means process assistant team delivering value. RT is again super scrums. I think senior scrum master, or they say right now, super scrum master, whatever. I wrote somewhere actually forgot. Chief scrum master. RT is chief scrum master. That's roadmap for RT.
Hmm.
These slides were done, to 2020. I never updated it. So when to go to safe, right? One program backlog, multiple product lines, fewer value streams, common vision. For example, I have different projects. Let's say I work in Infosys. I handle Vola project. I handle Swiggy project. I handle Jepto project. I also work in, let's say, Amazon project. Right? All the teams are not interrelated product backlog, right? If you have same product backlog, program backlog across 50 to 120 people, then only I'll go to safe framework. If I can independently manage, I don't have any issues, right? Very small issues will be definitely there, but not bigger problem, alignment at the org level and all. I don't even touch safe, right? They say, see if you can descale, right? Don't ever do scaling, right? Scaling is going to be a disaster. It's mostly time consuming if you don't use for right purpose. Just because you want to use safe, don't use it. Right? See what is the pros and cons, and you need to discuss about that at leadership level, and then see what is beneficial for us. Don't ever go for big bang. Go with the smaller iterations. Can you add one team, second team, third team, fourth team? Then you go to safe. When not to go multiple program backlogs, different product lines, different value streams, they are not interconnected at all. Any questions?
No, Ravi.
No, Ravi.
Okay. This we have seen. So Agile Release Train is art. Art is the long-lived Agile teams, which along with stakeholders, incrementally develop, delivers, where applicable, operate one or more solution value stream. So even if you see in the Scrum teams, the people will come, people will go. There may be .NET is added, Java is added, database is added, like that. So what you have art team, you have a common pool of resources lying in the organization. Whenever somebody needs Java, send it to the team, right? Like that. So maybe people will start just like a train. The concept of this is, okay, you get into, let's say you get into Chennai, right? Chennai, you get in, and then the train goes all around India, right? Whoever, if people need, let's say in Bangalore, if train goes to Bangalore, if people are needed in Bangalore, the people are available in the train, they get down and get into project. People who are done with the project, they get into the train, they may go to another team, like that. So that's why they are saying long-lived team of Agile teams, which along with stakeholders incrementally develops and delivers, and where applicable, operates one or more solutions in the value stream. So arts are cross-functional. I mean, I should not hire for one skill, hire for multiple skills, so that I can rotate across the teams, right? I hire a guy who has a Java, .NET, and full stack. Another guy with Java, .NET, testing, right? Something like that. Another guy with Java, database, and testing, like that. You have multiple skills in the team, but you can cross-team, cross-functional, you can do it. So another way is to need to define, implement, test, deploy, release, where applicable, operate solutions, and art delivers continuous flow of value. I focus on a value. I never focus on how many stories I delivered. How many features delivered doesn't make anything for me. What value I got of this PI planning? If, for example, I spent 10 lakhs on this PI, what outcome I got? Right? That's what management want to see. So defining functionality, implement, deploy, release, and operate. So this is what going on until the pipeline. Then this is deliver when it is needed, on the on-demand delivery, right? That's what. Whatever comes to your trunk may not go to outside world. For each customer, you may customize it and send it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravi. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I missed it. Who owns this ART?
RT and product management team.
Release train engineer.
RT
product.
and yeah, product management actually owns it, and RT drives it.
Drives it.
More of
Okay.
drives it. Okay.
Correct.
And there may be a thin layer between the Agile coach and Agile coach between all the things, but let's not get into that. Delivery part is actually RT at team level. Yeah, Scrum Master.
Okay.
So this one I missed it in the morning. I have showed them. So you have one value stream, one VSM, one art. Let's say you have 50 to 125 people. You have window 1 order, window 2 pay money, window 3 collect items. That's a value stream. That what Rohit was asking. So art implementation for say 50 to 125, only one art is required. So walk-in customer, you have only one value stream, many arts. For one value stream, the entire journey is like it has 500 people. For example, for developing this, let's say you go to the taxing, right? Yeah, ISRTC, right? Or IRCTC, right? Indian Railway thing, right? For that, TCS might have spent a good number of resources for that, right? And then you have one value stream, it talks about 500 people, and each art can have only 50 to 125 people. So if you want to understand art better, what do you do better? Go through. I shared one link. This guy, knowledge set का नाम क्या है? Sanjay, right? Not Sanjay, right? So I'll give you the name. Even Niladri Mahapatra also very good material. I took contents from every other trainer and created it. So Niladri Mahapatra is there. Lot of people are there. So one VSM many art, you have 5,000 people, and then you have art for 50 to 125. One art for 50 to 125. Like many value streams and one art. We have only 50 to 25, 50 to 125. And in that, we are actually trying to cover many value streams because my team has multidisciplinary, they can do better. Each value stream maybe it takes some amount of efforts. In one art, you can fit many art. There are three kind of topologies here. One VSM, one art, one VSM, many arts, many VSMs and one art. I'll show you how it looks like. Any questions here?
No, Ravi.
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So some value streams can be realized by single art. This is a value stream. This is a value stream entire journey from the start to finish. That can be visualized by one Agile use style. Here we are safe. We have one value stream. We have 50 to 125 people. We have one art. We are safe here. So a large value stream requires different multiple arts. That's where large solution comes. Correct?
Yeah.
What relates on part of value stream. So when to come up with space? Different use cases, Amazon, Ola, Uber, Alibaba, unrelated items, no common code base, no common vision, none of them are common. Sorry, don't even go there. What is not required? You can say your management, yes, you are ready to spend. Please don't do that. So art 50 to 125, these are all the things what we are trying to do. Let's say Infosys, McDonald's, Alibaba, right? McDonald's has walk-in driving customer, in Alibaba has accept whatever it is. So
Ravi, sorry to interrupt. Can you please go to that previous slide?
this one,
No, the above one. The art, yeah. So what it is, so this is a minimum like resource for art. You are saying 50 to 125.
yeah. If you don't have 50 to 125, and you can manage easily. Don't even go for sake. Or
Oh, okay.
not that, or that matter, not for any scale of level.
So that means you were saying like only if we have 50 resource, we have to go for a safe. Is it?
50 to 125, and what is my conditions? Conditions are one program backlog, multiple product lines. I'm into
Okay.
healthcare vertical. In healthcare, I have retail, payment gateway, whatever it is, right? And all are tied to one program, right? One big program, big umbrella, right? The example, I may have something else. Okay, I'll just show you. This one. I have ICICI Bank.
Okay.
I have Art 1 for accounts, Art 2 for cards, Art for loans, and investment ensure there's bigger art, and then offers a Scrum team. And remember, here in the bank, you need to have tie everything together. Right.
Correct.
Same
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
account number, cards, loans.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
There's no way you can avoid, right? So this is a bigger program, and then there's only one value stream. Right?
Okay.
Personal banking
Okay.
value stream, 700 people are there, right? If it's near at the top, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you have different thing. This is where you need to think of whether we need to do this or not, right?
Okay. So then, in that case, like what you mean is like, if suppose there is a startup company or a very newly launched company, we can never suggest safe to implement that.
Not recommended, right?
Not recommended. Actually, you know what? Startups are actually agile by their own way. You don't need any framework,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
You have 50 to 20, 125. Let's say you have 20 people team, right? You don't need to worry on any framework. Maybe
Okay.
Scrum
I
or
can understand.
Kanban,
Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah.
and they are extremely agile.
And they are actually really good. If they're very small, actually.
Yeah, very small, and then maybe they lack of resources for anything, right?
Yeah.
That's where they
I
spend a
got
lot
it.
of time, right? Again, bigger companies who can afford, right? And I have a client who is going to spend that money. Go for it. Don't say client if you want to implement safe, don't say no, right? Otherwise, we are out of jobs, right?
Yeah. I can understand.
Yeah. If client says if you ask you any question, he says, okay, I don't have funds, okay, you can as well go with Scrum, right? But in your organization, nobody wants to spend money, so don't even go for safe. Why worry? Yeah.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So yeah, this one actually I got it from another trainer. So he was using this. If you are like Microsoft projects, you have Excel for Mac, Excel for this, what talk. Hot has again different features of these features. Let's say the top 10 features are coming to my PA planning, and PA planning, I'm actually trying to plan and then I'm going to work on this. Right? Here we are safe 50 to 125, hot is there. Right? And here comes the big value stream and multiple arts. Multiple arts again, multiple features.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, number of arts, 500 members. Yeah, we can have 500 to 125. Let's say 500 to 125. You can have 4 arts, or you can have 6 arts, whatever it is. You can distribute. So basically 50 to 125 is not that mandatory. Okay, in one team you have only 50, other team you have 75, doesn't matter, right? That's a variable, right?
Yep.
So again, portfolio level. Yeah, like your number of arts at this may be at solution level. Right? Definitely, you cannot have no, more than 125. You cannot have 1 art, right? You need to spend more. The moment you create art, you're again replica you're doing for whatever other team you have done. You're also doing same thing here. You need a scrum master, you need a RT, you need a product owner, you need a solution architect, you should have solution engineer, whatever it is, right? It's all together same story, cut and paste. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like a portfolio safe. You have a lot of other things. You'll have lean portfolio management, agile product delivery, team and technical agility, organization as a team. So here, if you see that operational value stream, right? And this is the value stream is a development value stream. Right?
Okay.
And believe me, it is not easy. You have to spend a lot of time, right? And after I attended that SAFE program, I actually 2018 beginning, I attended one interview, then they took me off, just like killed me. Right? It's there a lot of confusion. What is art? What is this? Like, man, it's just like even after knowing all this, also I make mistakes or people expect me too much thing. That's what happens.
Actually, nowadays, even those sitting in the interview panel, they are not sure of the questions they are asking, actually.
Yeah, I went to Ford once. Actually, that guys they opened the laptop and they used to ask me. That time I was talking about 2017 Shekadri. I came to Chennai and then they rejected me outright.
Now, for example, there was one posting which I saw recently on LinkedIn. It says Scrum Master, Product Owner. This guy is crazy. These are two separate roles.
Yeah, I think buy one
Are they
get one
going to
free.
pay? Yeah, are you going to pay double salary for a single person?
I think there may be a shift in the organization. Sometimes they want product owners, sometimes Scrum masters. Now, because of all this layoffs and whatever,
Yeah.
they are looking at Scrum Master as a Bahubali actually. Everything in Bahubali for Chaprasi's rate. Uh, less than cost of Pune, they want Agile coaches.
Today, I'll tell you the standards. 2 years experience, project manager. Okay. 3 years experience, program manager. 5 years experience, portfolio manager. This is the current trend because I am in between opportunities and I am doing the search here, and I'm clearly seeing the trend here. What being discussed, not a comedy. 2 years project manager. I do not know
That is
what
here too
project.
much, man. Yeah, too much actually.
If our understanding program management itself takes you at least minimum 15 years, okay?
Minimum.
Minimum 15 years, okay? If you are working to solve, maybe if you are working in startup, yes, 2-3 years are better. But if you work in service companies like Tech Mahindra, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, gone case. You'll be doing same thing and again, every year you're doing same thing. People will see, man, you're doing stories for last 13 years, right? Could change nahi hua, right? That's what happens.
Yeah.
Seriously, I took some time out to clear program management professional certification, and the cost of that certification itself was $800.
Wow, man.
I managed to clear it with divinity grace, and the direct cash input and indirect cash input, all of it is as good as the price of scaled program consult certification. Okay.
SP is
Before
2.3 lakhs, man. SP is 2.3 lakh given
I
time,
think
right?
bulletproof. There's something called bulletproof, right, Shashakti? Yeah, are you talking that one? Because I heard that is a bit costlier. Bulletproof
I
something. Yeah.
I am actually telling about the direct and the indirect costs, both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Wipro comes to me and says that we want PGMP certification for 10,000 rupees. I didn't want to say anything.
You should be lucky.
Crazy.
You should be lucky they did not ask for 10 rupees. Okay.
They didn't do that. 10
They
rupees.
do that. Yeah.
The application itself is a headache, man, in PGMP and PFMP. And these guys wanted for 10,000 rupees. Anyway, Choddo, this
Man,
is you.
there are
But
several layers, man. What they pay is that one. The initial cost they may overrate. They may say even 1 crore for PGMP, but that by the time you get it, that's what it is, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there's a team size and all, like, I think they have vision, mission, strategy, and all, right? So safe implementation is this one. Sorry. This is what the roadmap. Roadmap is if somebody wants to go to waterfall Adak Agile, and then you look at all the parameters, you go safe is one where you start the engine. Before that, you train lean Agile agents. They are clearly said, okay, what certification we have to do, right? It's more of advertisement than anything else. Here, you need to be SPC for doing this. And here, you need to have SA. SAFE, Safe for Government Leading Safe, right? Implementing Safe SPC. Here you need to have leading safe. You need to have lean portfolio management, right? Train agile leaders, train executives, and then managers. The lace is similar to P, your what do you call PMO, but it's a lace is more of lean agile center of excellence. You don't have fixed plans. You try to, and this lean agile center, what they do is they form for Scrum Master one lace, for product owner one lace, and then for release engineers one lace. And they all combine, they talk to each of the teams and then combine and say, this is what my agenda that it we incorporate into this program. Right. So if you are working with the leadership on this roadmap, man, it's like you get a very good knowledge. Right. So actually, I was fortunate to work with the leadership here for some of the pieces here. And then you identify the value stream and art and create implementation plan, prepare art launch, train teams and launch art. This a team one is done. Then you go expand it to team 2, team 3, team 4, and launch more arts and value streams. And then lean portfolio management, all this extend to portfolio accelerate. So this entire thing, it just keeps on rolling. I think somebody asked how long we should done. As long as your petrol is over, or as the funding is over, as long as customer stops paying you. And here, this is kind of, if you see, grow and measure and grow, where you have this one. You have percentage, time to market, quality, productivity, and then engagement. So when we started, what was our score here? And at this time, what was our score? If it is decreasing, sorry, you fire everybody. If it is increasing, yes, you're going to talk about increments at least. And then you have multiple kind of maturity assessments. There's a more of maturity assessment, measure and grow is. So anything here?
Nothing, Ravi. I think good. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So this is what when actually Dean Leffingwell started, he has written a good book, man. It's like Agile, whatever. Yeah, I just read it in 2020. It's two good book. Try to get from whatever Amazon, right? Get some downloads and all. Try to see. Very good. The structure wise, he has done a lot of work. Okay. The
Name of
amount
the
of
book?
no, I'll send you. I'll give you that. But yeah, it's too good book. I might have in my libraries. There is also how to avoid train wreck for multiple. I think just search that train wreck and all safe. It's also too good book. And yeah, again, I told you, walk-in customer, driving, dining customer, you have different pipelines. Denver principle is 2 to 2 one communication, 3 people into the many communications. So that's what we talk about. That's why we go for scaling. Right? N into N plus 1 by 2 is what number of communication happens as team size increases. So you have different when to use safe portfolio program enterprise larger program level. Connectivity differences, complex project, not white label projects and all don't even go for safe. White label is, let's say Sheshadri creates a website and then I want to use same website because he is into training, I'm also in training. I say, Sheshadri, change my logos, change these contents, give it to him. You don't need to go for any development side. So strategy, portfolio epics, program and features, team, Scrum, Kanban, XP, waterfall, product backlog, sprint backlog, value delivery. So what happens is here strategy layer. This is what happens, strategy, right? Strategy, static themes, portfolio vision, right? And portfolio vision drives what epics I need to do, right? From epics, it will come to the program layer if there's no large solution safe, right? The epics may convert it into features, and features are given to the program backlog. Ideally, for breaking this epic into that, we may need to get into large solution safe. We are only talking about architecture. If Sova builders actually trying to build a modern villas for CEOs, they have architecture team. How to create swimming pool here, how do you park, how do you whatever, how do cars will flow, all the design method done earlier. The development team, the plumber, builder, they only work on the roadmap, on the structure side. That's what happens here. Sova builders low class income, middle income. Sova builders for software developers. Sova builders for CXOs. Sova builders for Ambani and Adani and all. That's the story, right? Yeah, all these epics are done here. And they come into solution. How do you break it? And then what kind of material you got to use? That kind of thing will be done at the team level. So any questions?
No, sir.
No, Ravi.
Maybe if you've done in 2020, I would have confused myself. I would not have I could not explain this, you know. It's just like in Telugu, there is this tinaga vemati means the leaves, right? You try to do whatever not tasty, and also you start eating time and again, right? We call that vapor chettu, right? So tinaga vemati, right? You start eating that, it will become like a delicious, like laddu and all, like jalebi and all, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we did. Save. I think you go through that, and then maybe you can ask next time. Maybe I think you can. And there are a lot of concepts are the story mapping, design thinking. You know, unity out. Just like Bora caves, you know, just like ocean. Save is like ocean. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. So I may have something else also. Maybe if you want advanced, we can do that. So how was the Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good, Ravi. Yeah.
Excellent.
So we started at
Brilliant.
3:20, yeah?
2:30.
2:30.
2:30, man, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Very good. So I used to teach from 2020 to 2020. I used to have classes from March to October until I joined this organization. Daily, I used to say at least 10 hours.
Hmm.
More of, you know, tuitions.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, sir. Yeah, the kind of examples and the slides, very unique.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So I think
Really good,
it's
Ravi.
like,
Yeah.
actually, you are also spending your time also, right? And
Yeah,
that's
but
what I,
it's worth the investment, no?
yeah, correct. Yeah. So let me know for anything and everything, we are there. Okay.
Sure.
We do
Sure,
a lot
Ravi.
of things. Yeah. Okay. And I also maintain many groups, so you can ping me. I'll connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ping you, Ravi, separately.
No
I need
problem.
someone else exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Take care. I'm going to post this video also, other videos also.
Excellent.
I think
Sure.
morning session was not so much exhaustive, means because we
How
have
many guys attended morning session?
morning maybe 6, 7, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of junior category. I think
Oh,
compared to
okay.
Okay.
we are all because Each
Eh, eh,
class
eh.
has its own signatures, right? The signature, maybe tomorrow I do something, they may have different signature. And I get lot of inputs from you guys. I'm also relaunching my training programs. Okay. So that's where I
Okay, good.
thought I wanted to start again. I think thanks, Rohit. Actually, your group, I just thought, let's do something.
Yeah. See, the intent of that was you would have read the title also, learnings and helping. So I'm not here for money, but see, nowadays the market is so this thing, people get pissed off. All these engineers, after doing professional course, they're not even treated like professionals and a white collar job candidate. So it's really
Still it is
strange.
recording. Still it is recording. You can switch
That's
to
okay,
mute.
no
No,
problem.
that is okay. That's
No
okay.
We are not saying anything against it. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. I'm just expressing my views. So
Yeah. Fine.
yeah.
That happens. Even today also, I had to adhere to the whatever organizational principles are, right? That's this given, right? You have to still understand what is their problem, how you are solving as a consultant, right?
Correct.
For me, they are my end customers. If I train people, the students are my end customers, right? I have like at home you have different customers, so it's all varied. You only serve the customer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think myself and Sheshandri, at least we speak at least once in a week, at least minimum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think let's maintain that and keep this group active on a weekly basis. Maybe
Yeah,
at least
correct.
either on a Saturday or a Sunday based on availability. So people will be in touch and it will be a mutual benefit for everyone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so and, request is like try to make it on evening session, Ravi, because for me 10 o'clock a.m. it will be too early for me.
Yeah, today I'm lucky nobody's at home. That's why I took second session.
I can understand that.
I was not knowing that they'll be going out.
No
No
worries.
issues, no issues. Yeah. Because another you only have to take 2 times.
What? Yeah. What else?
I think
Yeah,
we're
Just
good.
ping
so
me.
that's it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, man. Take
Yeah,
care.
thanks
I
guys.
think
Bye,
it
bye.
will
Have a
Weekend.
thank you.
Bye
it
bye.
will be use video. Maybe 2 hours session, right?
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you, man.
learning
Thanks for your
Take
time,
care.
Ravi.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay, we have
Thanks
Thanks
all.
Take
everybody.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.